Dr. Steve, what is analog marking, and can you give me a few examples?
Sure. Analog marking is just marking out something within what you're saying so that it's different somehow. And the best way, the easiest way that I found to do this is by picking a few words and saying them a little bit more loudly than the other words. And what happens is, it's kind of like when you look over a bunch of trees off in the distance. If you see 3 trees that are taller than the rest of the trees, those seem to form a group. You subconsciously think that they form a group. Or if you're at a party and 3 people are taller than everyone at the party, it seems like they're connected in some way. Or if they're wearing the same type clothing, maybe a uniform, then they seem connected in some way. Or if they're the 3 shortest people at the party, if they have something in common that's different from everyone else in the party, or if the trees have something in common that's different from every other tree, they seem to form a group, even if they don't. So that's the basis of analog marking. So the way we use this in hypnosis is that if I'm saying something in hypnosis, I can say 3 words a little more loudly than the other words, and they don't even have to be right after the other. So in the example I always use in my classes, if we want to get someone to scratch their nose, for example, I might construct and this is not of any hypnotherapeutic value, because really what we want someone to do is, change their habits in some productive way. But this can be fun to test out with friends. So you don't even have to have them in hypnosis to do this. You want to construct a paragraph and say the words scratch your nose a little more loudly than the other words in the sentence. See, it can be fun. It can also give you experience saying the words a little bit more loudly, but not loudly enough so that they're detected. That's the beauty of using hypnosis, getting the subtleties down. So for example, I might tell a story how I was walking down the street the other day and I saw a scratch on a car. And I thought, maybe that's your car. And then I thought to myself, well, who knows? And so I've said the 3 words, scratch your nose, and I've said them a little bit more loudly than the other words in the sentence. Now, one thing you may notice about that sentence is when I said nose, I was saying K-N-O-W-S, who knows? And what I really meant was nose, N-O-S-E. Well, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between the two because it's ambiguous to your subconscious mind. When it hears nose versus nose, it's just thinking nose. So when you have those 3 words, and even if you've said one that sounds like what you mean, but it's spelled completely different, this ambiguity of the sound is something that we can use because we don't have to say the exact word. We don't have to say N-O-S-E. That also gives it less chance of being detected. Now, I share that example because it's kind of fun for beginning students or students who are moving into more advanced knowledge to say that to a few of their friends, say a sentence, and see who does scratch their nose. I mean, without even putting them into hypnosis. But in the hypnotherapeutic context, it has value because those 3 words can be make more money, or get that job, or whatever it is that they need to hear. But it's done in a disguised way so they don't have an opportunity to refute it. They don't have an opportunity to say, yeah, I know you said that, but don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So it's a way to deliver commands, but in a way that goes undetected by the radar of the mind.
Very interesting, thanks.
Oh, my pleasure. For more information about hypnosis and ways that you can improve your life and help others, go to my website, which is stevegjones.com. There I have a surprise for you, which is a free hypnosis recording, but I want you to check it out because it's a valuable wealth of resources, and you can also register for various classes there. That's at stevegjones.com. I'm Dr. Steve G. Jones, clinical hypnotherapist, hoping you have an outstanding day.